How I'd get to $10,000 a month as a transaction coordinator if I had to start over. My name is Melissa Kaiser. I have been owning and operating my own independent TC company for going on now in my 6th year. I've been in real estate for almost 20. And I am going to show you how to streamline your start. It's really, really simple, but it's not easy. You do have to do some work. So it starts with developing your service offering. In my TC community, the TC University, we start with developing your service offering. It is the first module that we start with for a reason. Before you know what services you're going to offer, you can't figure out how much you're going to charge or how to market yourself. So it's really easy. You're either going to be a contract to close or a full service TC. You're either going to be licensed or you're going to be unlicensed. You can start unlicensed and work your way up to being licensed. You can start as contract to close and work your way up to full service. Anything is possible. You definitely need to figure out what your hours of availability are, and in fact, put them in your email signature right out the gate. Why? Because you give agents an inch and they're going to take a mile every time. They don't understand boundaries. They don't keep them, but we have to. Our business is built around boundaries, if you will, details and concise processes. We are the ones who are expected to pave the path of how this TC agent relationship is going to go. Define your wants. If you want to be available over the weekends, do it. If you don't, because no matter how much money you make, you're going to hate your life. So don't do it. If you don't like marketing, I hate marketing. So it's the one thing I don't offer my agents. If you don't like doing something, don't offer it as a service. And also use your skills. If you're really good at something, offer it. Maybe it doesn't fit in the box of what a TC does that you think is what a TC does nowadays. Here's a newsflash. Not all TCs are created equal. We are not all contract to close. We can make anything out of this business, anything that we want. So figure out what you want your service offering to look like, figure out what your wants and skills are, and what your hours want to be right out the gate, and then hold to it. We get real thirsty when we start a new business because we want clients and we're willing to do anything at any time just to gain the business. But the problem is that agent's going to expect that going forward. And that moment that you have to start pulling back on your services, we have a whole other coaching situation that needs to happen. Start as you want to continue. If you don't want to work weekends, don't offer weekends. If you don't want to write offers, don't say you're going to write offers. Create the business that you want and advertise that. Next, you got to network. You have to go to where the agents are. And where are they? Well, it's a relationship business, and we need to go where they are to start cultivating that relationship. This is a relationship business. We have to start building the relationships first. They need to like, know, and trust us before they are going to hand over an incredibly legal and ethical process to us. They have to like, know, and trust us. And how are they going to do that if they don't know we exist? This is a pipeline business, meaning having a steady stream of leads which then turn into clients, which then turn into transactions. This ensures consistent work and income. But you gotta start with the relationship, and then you need to work on the pipeline. And these things take time. In-person real estate events are such a hack, and so many TCs are not taking advantage. Now, if you are licensed, this is your wheelhouse. If you aren't licensed, you're going to have a little bit harder of a time even getting into these events because they are typically designed and only allowed by licensed real estate agents. You don't have to work as an agent to have a license. You can have a license to have access to these sorts of things. You can attend and or sponsor these events. Grab a little cheap folding table, get yourself a tablecloth that matches your business colors, put your business cards out there and a printout of your services and stand there, and agents will come and talk to you. You don't even have to go get them. Just stand there at the vendor area, the sponsor area, and agents are going to be walking past you. Oh, you're a TC. How much do you charge? And the conversation has begun. Web presence and social media. You don't have to be good at marketing or good at social media. You just have to have a presence and you need to be consistent. This is how agents get to like, know, and trust us. This is where it starts. When you are vetting a new business or when you meet a new person, what's the first thing that you do after you've ended that first conversation? You find them on social media. Perhaps that's actually something that you already exchanged with them in that conversation. That's actually what I do. I don't even give out my number or my business card anymore. They ask for my information. I say, give me your phone. I go to Instagram and I make them follow me. Everything that they need is there. And now I also have an extra follower. It's helping my social media. Consistency in social media and web presence is key. Also, show your face. You can't be faceless because how are they going to cultivate a relationship with somebody who is faceless or voice? Be you. Everyone else is already taken. If you've followed me or watched any of my other videos, it's safe to say that I am not trying to be like anybody else. In fact, it was because of that I took too long to create my web and social media presence. Fear. Nobody's going to like me. I'm edgy. I'm blunt. People always say I have a tone or an attitude. Well, those aren't my people. Those just simply aren't my people. I am really good at what I do. I let that speak for itself. And then the rest of my personality, if you don't like it, guess what? I don't want to work with you anyway. So be you, because you don't want a Rolodex of clients that you hate, that don't understand you, that you have nothing in common with. There is so much business out there that you don't have to be a bland cookie cutter version of a TC because you think that's how you're going to get business. Actually, the more unique you are, the more that's going to pull the right people to you, and they're going to appreciate you so much more. If you need help in any of these areas, we have modules galore and support galore inside TC University for you. There are TCs in there who are starting their websites, who are creating their first marketing pieces, who are going to their first events, and they're having success. They're getting their first leads. Those leads are turning into their first clients and they're closing their first deals. It's actively happening in about 2 to 3 months' time, some less. It really depends on you. So when you're ready to invest in yourself, I'm here for you. Because when you invest in yourself, others will too. We'll see you inside.